Well, people all over the world are the target of these scams, and they can really mess with someone's life. Thanks to AI, our next guest, Nikki McLeod, truly believed she had found love. But after losing 17,000 pounds, roughly 30,000 Canadian dollars, it all fell apart. She joins us now from Edinburgh, Scotland. Nikki, so brave of you to share your story. I'm so glad you're with us. How
I'm
did
really
your
glad to share it because I want people to know what's going on.
Well, I'm so happy. How did your relationship start?
Um, Somebody sent me a friend request on Facebook. That's how lots of these things start, I think. And I quite like the look of this person, and I just started chatting to them. And one thing led to another, and then they started asking. After about a month or so, I think they started asking me for some money, and what they were asking for was gift cards.
Okay.
There's a company called Steam over here. I don't know if it's an international company or not, but they make these gift cards for selling computer games. And they wanted me to buy these cards and then scratch the numbers off, photograph them, and send them the numbers in a small photograph. What the hell they did with them, I don't know. But what they said they did with them was they needed them to buy an internet connection because this person, as I've discovered, like many of these people now, they live on oil rigs, or they pretend to live on oil rigs. And they're either in the US Navy or the armed forces, or they're on oil rigs. And so they're a bit inaccessible. So they said it was difficult to make connections. So I gave them, they said, I can't carry on talking to you unless you buy me these Steam cards.
Right.
So I bought these Steam cards of a couple of £100 probably.
So they needed the cards to be able to have an internet connection to keep connecting with you.
Yeah, to keep connection. And they said, "Oh, we're going to run out in 5 minutes. Run to the shop and buy more of these gift cards."
Right.
And you know, the shop that sold them to me stopped selling me them because they realized it was a scam, and it's
Wow.
become a major international scam.
And so,
So
Nikki,
they stopped selling them.
were you like just typing with this person on Facebook, or were you actually
Yeah,
video
just
calling them?
typing. I never got to persuade them to actually do FaceTime, and which I found a bit suspicious. But they did send me voicemails and things that sounded very realistic. But of course, it was a completely fictitious voicemail because it was not the voice of the person who was actually in the photographs. As I since discovered, I know
Yeah.
who the person in the photographs is now.
And
Um,
we have
and you have
some video that was sent to you. Let's take a look at the woman that called herself Allah. Let's take a look at that.
yeah.
Good morning, Nikki. Hope you had a wonderful night. You know the reason of sending you this video to you? Because I want to prove myself to you and hope this video proves you wrong with all the negative thoughts. You can see it's very storming weather outside.
It looks very real, Nikki.
Every time I see it, it's just amazing. And I fell completely in love with that woman and her image. And she's adorable. And she is an adorable woman, but that's not who she is. Her real name is Sophie Bavière, and she's French. She's not American with any kind of quasi-Dutch accent. She's a French woman with a French accent.
How did you find out that video wasn't real?
I got suspicious when the scammer actually, one of the payments wouldn't go through, and they asked me to contact my bank. And as soon as I contacted my bank, they said, "Don't give that person any more money because this is just completely fake. Go and tell the police." I told the police, and I blocked them absolutely everywhere. But somehow they still managed to find me again. But I got very suspicious, and the police told me that the videos, I showed them to the police, and they said they were all fake. And then eventually I got talking to the BBC, and the BBC used experts to look at the videos and analyze them. And so did the British TV company, ITV TV company, who actually managed to trace Sophie Bavière. And they said that these videos are all completely fake. And they showed the public on the TV in the UK actually how these videos were made. There's a woman called Anna Rowe who is an expert in scamming now. She's made a video of the two videos side by side, the original video from Sophie Bavière and the one with the voiceover over the top of it, looking so realistic. So that's how I found out. And I since found out that absolutely everything to do with this person is fake.
Nikki, how did you feel when you found out?
Really stupid. Really stupid. I mean, I'm a university professor, for goodness sake. And I fell for all this nonsense. And I fell for it over and over again because I kept getting suspicious. yeah, I kept letting them convince me that they're real. And that was because I was really lonely, and I'd lost a partner, I'd lost my parents, and I was in a pretty bad, dark situation. And I'd fallen in love with this woman, and I wanted it to be real. So that's why she kept convincing me that she was real. But the more I look back on it, the more I feel really even more stupid, because a lot of it was complete rubbish, and I should never have believed it.
Nikki, I got 30 seconds here, but I gotta ask, like, what is your advice to people out there?
Right. Never give any money to anybody you don't know on Facebook or on the internet at all. All these people you get wanting to be your friend in Facebook, don't trust them. If you don't know who they are, just don't trust them. Never give anybody any money, and always regard absolutely everything on everybody you meet on Facebook or anywhere else on the internet, any social media platform. Don't trust them, because most people are out there are out to get there. And I'm still getting request after request after request to be people's friends, and I'm now an expert at spotting them, and I know who the fake ones and who are the real ones. And I tell you, most of them are completely fake, and you can't trust any of them. So please, people, don't trust them. Don't give your money away.
Don't trust
they're
them.
all out to get you, and it's horrible, and you won't get the money back.
Nikki, we'll have to leave it there, but thank you so much for the warnings
It's a
and for the
pleasure.
advice, and great to have you on the show.
Okay, bye.